Thank you.
We're on. They said I can't hear
Good.
anything. Can they hear anything?
Thank you. Well, they can't hear anything because
They said
Get
same.
out of the- This is chaos, but it's also relentless weaves here at Anime Impulse.
I ain't no weeb.
We agreed on this before you came on.
I'm a good boy.
So you're a good. All right, you're a good boy, and we are on a good show called Relentless Weaves here at the goodest Anime Impulse. It feels we normally don't have the door open, but it feels much more like we're at a party,
Which is fine.
Which is fun. No, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like we're in the snack bar and we're like trying to like get everyone to come over here and hear about our work
Exactly.
story. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So hi everyone. Welcome to the show. I have Hermsaur,
What's up?
like Bulbasaur, but
Herm.
Herm. So you are it's Hermsaur.
Yes.
Like Hermsaur.
Like Herm. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
I don't know what I learned at Hermsaur, so I'm always like cause Bulba.
Yeah. And
Yeah. So I'm gonna call you that 7 times.
Okay.
During the show today.
How it works is because like in college when they make your account, but they put the first part of your name and the first part of your last name together.
Yeah.
So my last name. Can I curse?
You can curse.
Okay, cool. So my last name is Ariola, like the nipple, but not spelled like the nipple. So they would put Hermsaur. So Hermsaur. And I like Bulbasaur, so we just put it together.
And that's how the magic started. Anyway, do you want to introduce yourself to our lovely, a lot of our consistent... Oh, first of all, Andrew J. Landy is in thought jail. Every time he's not here, we have to
Someone
say
said
that
I
he's in
think
thought
the
jail.
mic is off. Is it still off?
Is it still off?
Boobs. Is it my...
Is it? All right, someone comment if the mic is still off, because we have a little bit of a lag.
Is the mic...
Mic should be good? Okay, awesome. So, you went to college. That's one thing. Can you tell us other things about yourself?
I graduated from college recently.
You graduated from college recently. Congratulations.
I did it.
You have a YouTube channel and you have a very, good following on YouTube, which is why I had you here. I'm sorry. This is the fun episode. Well, Andy's not here. That does not make it the fun episode if my co-host Andy's not here. We love Andy. But we love you, Andrew J. Landy.
Is Andrew the one that keeps everything in order?
Oh my gosh, when he's not here.
Dude, okay, so some people
There's
know
so much
the Anime
cussing.
Impulse podcast that I do is so all over the place.
Okay, plug.
Yeah.
Okay, plug. Yeah. So Andy is my co-host. He
Yeah.
he calls himself the ship steerer, but whenever he's gone, it's like Shelby's here. It's time to cuss.
It's Shelby show.
Top
It's a
top
Shelby
list
show.
of 10 things I hate. But it'll be all like tag people in the comments. Anyway, yes. Speaking of anime, you have you are called an Anituber.
I guess so.
Anituber.
I
That's
guess
what
so.
it's called. I have friends on the East Coast, the Midwest, California, the West Coast.
She's
They
very
call-
popular.
I'm very popular
She's very
and
popular.
important.
She's
I'm
famous.
glad that we could
At
establish
Comic-Con,
that.
she was working, and I was vlogging. I was like, I'm gonna just walk up to her with my camera without her noticing. I'm like, I'm a big fan, and I walked away.
Yeah, he did that, and then I couldn't react because I was very busy handling the bananas.
that was a fun booth though.
It was a fun.
That was really fun.
Shout out to Crunchyroll HQ. You were fun to work.
Crunchyroll is great.
Crunchyroll is great. We love Crunchyroll.
Yes.
Speaking of crunching, no. Speaking of rolling, we're gonna roll on and talk more about you. So you are an Anituber, which is what people call it. That's like the term is someone who does anime YouTube.
Yeah,
videos.
yeah. I guess so. Because
Yeah.
I always put just anime YouTubers. I know
Yeah.
the abbreviated is like Anitube.
Yeah.
But I generally put myself in a space where yeah, I do a lot of anime. Well, actually, everything I do is anime. I breathe anime pretty much. It's like my main job now. But I involve myself in other stuff like gaming as well, like general like weeb otaku stuff.
And you also do your fair share of photography, videography, all that stuff.
That's like a little side thing that I do. But mostly like my heart is a YouTuber. I like to create content. I started out as a Pokemon YouTuber.
Oh.
That's the Hermsaur, the Sar portion that came into play. But then I realized that caps me into like a certain, like, I only could do one thing. So I started to branch off and to explore other stuff. Anime ended up becoming a thing because of my friend Roger's base. and kind of like guided me into creating content to what I do now. So yeah, that's anime YouTube. That's my thing now. I guess so.
Admittedly, really cool. You're on your way to 20K, which is 20,000 for people who
very
don't know
close
what
to 20K.
Yeah, so you're about like 30 away.
No, like maybe 200.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about to hit 19.8 in a bit. So
okay.
Yeah, so almost there.
So I'm going to give a shout out to everyone watching in the comments right now. Tanya, Catherine, it's Magali, Neil, Richie, Jordan, Norman, Franco, Angelo, Robert, and Randy. What's up, all of our best friends?
Hello, everybody.
We're excited to hear us talk. Sound off in the comments if you're excited for this week's episode. Sound off in the comments on how your day's going. Sound off in the comments on what anime that's upcoming, either a new or returning anime, you are excited to hear exist in this world, but also hear us talk about, because we're also going to be talking about just upcoming anime in general, new anime, the season's anime, everything.
Feel free to like ask questions while we're at it too.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
However, we're also going to be talking about Anitubing and what it's like to become one, what it's like, what the steps you take to do it, what it's like being one, and just how the community is in general, because it's very different, like all over the country and everything like that.
Yeah, like Anitube is like definitely like split into different sectors, I guess. It's very different.
Yeah. So essentially, and that's what Anitubers do, is they talk about anime. So we'll be doing that, and talking anime. We'll be talking about Anitubing, talking about anime. So you got your start as a Pokemon.
Yeah, I started as Pokemon. I did like Let's Plays, Nuzlocks, card openings.
Oh, did you do like the unboxing for cards?
Yeah, for
like
the
that?
cards, and that's expensive.
My friend actually sells Pokemon cards all over the world. He goes to different like tournaments and everything like that. And did you know that like there's some Pokemon card sellers, they actually sometimes they try to open up the packets and then take out the good cards and then close them back up.
They do that?
Yeah,
that's messed up.
There's some like
that's why I just go Target.
Yeah, I was watching. My friend was showing me like the Pokemon tuber thingy.
Yeah.
Is there a word for that?
Poketubers.
I should have guessed that.
Poketubers are in shambles right now, but shout out to all my Poketuber friends.
Shout out to the Poketubers. But I was hearing once and like someone talking, and they told me that they would try and see how they did it, and they would actually get sent Pokemon card packs that were like tampered with, and they would tell them how they were tampered with. So that
I did it the legitimate way, because at the time when I was a Poketuber, it started from 0 subs to, I guess you could say, like 2,000 subs, and I had to do it the legitimate way. I had to spend lots of money going to Target, crying a little bit, buying all these cards, but overall it was pretty good. Oh, my sister's here. Hello, my sister.
We have so many nice comments in the time we spent talking about Pokemon.
It's still my favorite game thus far.
Yeah, no, me too.
That and Fire Emblem, I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but
Nintendo's good.
Yeah, Pokemon's just been like my favorite thing. Of course, I don't know if you know about the drama about like Sword and Shield not having the full Pokédex.
Yeah, I've heard.
You know what?
That.
I don't care. To be honest, like if Bulbasaur, who is my favorite of all time, they asked which starter I'm gonna pick, I said I'm gonna pick Bulbasaur. You know, even though he's not there.
Yeah.
If he's not in the actual Pokédex, I don't mind. I'll still play the game because I'm more looking to the story. But I don't know. I still agree Game Freak could do better, but you know.
I mean, at this point, not to be this guy, but I'm a casual Pokemon fan, so I've never really completed Pokédex past like 3, so I just feel like I wouldn't have known if they didn't tell me, because I'm such a casual fan.
No, it's like the hardcore fans. They
yeah.
Like,
no, I know. No. My friends are hardcore fans, so I get that.
It's scary. They're like the Twitter, Poketube Twitter.
Poke
Twitter is insane. It's scary. Like I think I muted the word hashtag bring back the Pokedex or whatever it is. I had to like mute Pokedex as a word. It was just but overall I'm just like Jamie's here. Hello.
Jamie says he's 10 away from 3K followers on Twitch, Kappa. Marvin says, hello, best friends. Hello, Marvin.
Hello, Marvin.
Andy says hello, but we already said nice things about Andy, so it's too late. It's too late. And then everyone's just saying hi, hello, what's up?
Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Tanya's saying, as someone that's kind of getting back into the Pokemon games, I think it's a good idea since I also skipped a few generations. Representing that third crowd of like, I used to game hard and now I'm back into the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever stop playing Pokemon, or did you just play?
No, I've always
from
played.
birth onwards.
I played since it released in the US onward.
Yeah.
I didn't play Ultra Sun and Moon. That's the only one I didn't get to play because what everyone was telling me is the same thing as Sun and Moon with a little bit of more. But yeah. I was too at that time when Ultra Sun and Moon came out. That's when my YouTube channel started like picking up, so I was like, I got too busy. Yeah. But I'm excited for Sword and Shield. I pre-ordered it. I'm like I said, I'm still excited for the game regardless. Game Freak could always do better. That could always be a complaint, but every game company could do better.
Every game company can do better.
Every game company.
It's out of our control.
Yeah, even as successful as the Nintendo Switch is, the Switch could be better. Let's be honest. It could be way better. It's my favorite console. I almost brought it here, but I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be talking. I can't be playing my Switch while I'm talking. But
that's me in like second grade is like, yeah, mom, whatever.
I noticed you, Kemi. Are you guys excited for Sword and Shield?
Are you guys excited for Sword and Shield?
Yes. Are you guys in the chat? Did anyone
press S for respect for Sword and Shield? Okay. SS. SS. SS on. I love throwback.
Throwback what?
SS on? That's the ship that you go on in blue and red.
SS on? Oh, yeah. SS. Oh. Yeah. I always said SS an.
Isn't it? I'm like stuck in Persona 5 mode, so I'm thinking on.
Like, yeah. How do you spell on in Persona 5? Is it A-N-N-E?
Is it an or on?
Same shit.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. It's a boat.
No, it's kind of like, I'm gonna bring this up because I don't really give a fuck. So, in the dub of Seven Deadly Sins, it's Meliodas. In the sub version, it's Meliodas. So I was watching sub, so I was saying Meliodas. And then people in the chat that watched the dub are like, why are you saying it like the sub version? You live in America. I was like, oh.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
People are so weird about like that when like people have any opinion on whether or not people say My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia.
I had a comment.
There's such a big fight about that.
You're saying Boku no Hero Academia wrong. I'm like, what? My Hero Academia? And they're like, no, it's Boku no Hero Academia because it sounds better. I'm like, all right, good for you.
Yeah, and people get mad at me for saying Boku no Hero Academia.
I mean,
or Academia. Now I don't fucking know.
Either way is fine. My Hero, Boku no Hero.
It's Deku.
Boku no
doing
Pico.
Stuff. Boku no Pico. Boku no Pico.
Boku no Pico Academia.
That would if they actually made that. Do you know how popular that would be?
Which one? Boku no Pico Academia.
Boku no Pico Academia.
Oh god, I hope they never. My Hero being one of my favorite.
Not popular series. In a good way, but everyone just being like,
it would be memeable.
They did it.
It's so memeable.
So yeah, you started doing. So what was your first Anituber video? In jumping over that, like getting back on track.
I started out with like waifu content, so yeah. I was always into like the whole waifu thing, even like while I was doing Pokemon stuff.
Yeah.
So I started a series called Waifu Wednesday. Well, I know it's a YouTube channel with music, but then I wanted to do something where I highlight a waifu. So my OGs will remember this one. I'm like, welcome to another episode of Waifu Wednesday, and there's like air horns in the background. So and then that's when I would like talk about like today's waifu is this person, right? Mm-hmm. And I'd talk about it for like 2 minutes. That was my first thing. And then later on, I went on the dark end and then I started reacting to hentai. I started reacting to hentai with my friends. And then...
oh, it's okay if you got boys in the room.
Yeah, but then eventually I had to do it by myself. But then I did hentai reacts with a few people. And it started picking up steam, but not enough steam to where like my channel started like picking up even more, because that's when I stopped doing Pokemon. So there was like a shift of like, oh, you're not doing Pokemon anymore, I'm gonna unsubscribe. But then also people go like, "Oh, you're covering anime and like hentai. I want to watch this stuff." So it was like my channel was stagnant for like a year. It wasn't until, and rest in peace to my friend Edika, he discovered me.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was real.
No, that was real.
I didn't mean to like.
No, it's real.
Actual.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a very memeable person, but like Edika, he saw that, and then he wanted to hop on, and then that's when everything started picking up after that. But then after that, I kind of like went stagnant again, and then that's when Rogers Base, he found me and he said, "You should cover Food Wars because they orgasm when they eat." So I started covering Food Wars. I did Mob Psycho, and then after that, it just became a regular thing. And then I think the end of last year was when I started covering different anime. I started doing more than just My Hero and Black Clover, and then now I cover like 7 anime a week. About.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Friday is like when everything comes out, right? There's Dr. Stone, Fire Force, Fruit Basket, Danmachi. I cover all of those in one day.
Yeah.
And then Saturday's Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
And Tuesday's Black Clover. So like there's like a lot of things that I cover. Anime taste test. I started watching the Fate series. I'm doing what you told me, but people are very upset with it. With you and Heaven. Everyone's like, why are you starting with UBW? You gotta start with 0. I'm like, but Heavenly and Shelby said, start with unlimited. Why? Okay, why? Because they said, I need to know this. They said
so upset about the world.
They said 0 is a prologue. So why are you guys starting me at UBW? Why?
Okay.
Why? Without spoiling it.
Okay, if Heavenly said it, then I like the validation that I'm already right. Okay. So second,
I need you to like.
It's a prologue. You don't watch Star Wars in order. You can watch Star Wars in order. It would make sense, but you don't.
What
watch
came out first?
In Star Wars?
No, with Fate.
With Fate, Unlimited Blade. So what? Okay. Fate history.
Okay, Fate
condensed.
history. All right.
Fate Stay Night. So first of all, Fate Stay Night is a
Dean,
visual
right?
novel.
And then
Dean. Fate Stay
wait,
Night's
wasn't it a hentai first? I heard it was a hentai.
Yes. Fate Stay Night was a visual novel, and it had 3 routes. Choose your adventure game. Fate Stay Night, Fate Unlimited Blade Works, and Fate Heaven's Feel.
Yes.
So Studio Dean put out Fate Stay Night, and they tried to do it only the Fate Stay Night route, but include elements of Heaven's Feel and Unlimited Blade Works in the series. That was not a good choice because it made it too like
So I could skip Dean.
You can skip Dean,
Okay.
but if you want to know what happens in that route, it's technically considered the canon route because the route is considered. It's whichever girl you like the best. If you like Saber, then you go with Fate Stay Night, and that kind of sucks because everyone hates the Dean route. It's not the best. It's not the best made anime by far. So if you like Saber, tough shit. If you like Saber, you can watch that route. Then what happened was they put out Dean. It was okay. I think the anime was okay.
Is Fate like a dating sim?
It's not a dating. It's like a edgelord dating sim, if that makes sense. So what happens is you basically choose your route by choosing which girl you like the best, Sakura, Rin, or Saber, and then you go on that route basically, and you can die. Like it's like a very very edgy. Why don't girls like me? I'm just the nice guy.
The guy with the orange hair, right?
Yeah, but he's not that much of a girls owe me sex. He's just like, I want to protect them, and we're gonna have weird sex along the way. It's kind of like, don't quote me on that.
So the one that I'm watching right now, which is Unlimited Blade Works. So is the main character gonna yaoi with Archer?
No.
No.
Oh, that would be kind of masturbatory.
Sorry, I had to. Anyways, continue.
I also made a good sex joke while you were laughing. Just don't watch this again, because yeah.
I think I heard it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, I didn't hear it.
Okay,
I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm
so
gonna VOD this on my YouTube. Like, this is why I'm watching Unlimited Blade Works. So go harass Shelby.
No, don't do that. Anyway, Unlimited Blade Works.
Tell her she's wrong.
Unlimited Blade Works was made. So, FateZero was made by Ufotable.
Isn't Unlimited Blade Works also made by Ufotable?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are superior in making anime because they made Demon Slayer.
They're fucking good.
Yes, they're fucking
really
good.
Yeah.
So what happens was they made FateZero, which was and FateZero was written by the same guy who wrote Madoka.
Okay.
And it's very good. FateZero is the best. FateZero is the best story. I like FateZero the best. That's why I don't want to start with it, because starting with Unlimited Blade Works makes you watch it chronologically. So Unlimited Blade Works
chronologically in the release date.
in the release.
Okay, got it.
It was put forth in the world. The story was put forth in the world. So Unlimited Blade Works was made after FateZero because everybody liked FateZero so fucking much. They liked FateZero so much that they were able to guarantee like an audience for like Fate to come back, to be remade, to be made in all of its fucking glory, because there was an Unlimited Blade Works movie made by Dean that you never heard about because it was bad. Bad, objective, bad, whatever. So Unlimited Blade Works is, you're supposed to watch, the creation is it's like watching Star Wars. Like Unlimited Blade Works, it's technically later, but FateZero was written after, like, to be consumed after Unlimited Blade Works and Fate Stay Night.
Okay.
And Heaven's Feel. But Heaven's Feel is coming out in 3 parts in movies, and there's only been about 2 movies
Isn't
released.
Grand Order coming out?
Grand Order is also coming out soon.
Next season, right?
Next season, there's more Grand Order anime content, which I'm happy about, because the prologue to Fate Grand Order, like
Is that a different, like, timeline from...
It's completely different.
Okay.
It's got the same characters, but it's like... This is an awful, please don't hate me. This is an awful analogy, but you know how there's like red Angry Bird, yellow Angry Bird?
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
No. Fate Stay Night is not like Angry Birds.
No, but
let's say there was an Angry Birds movie, and then there was a movie about...
There's an Angry Birds movie.
There is. Oh. Let's say that there was that, and there was a gumball machine, and it's based on which gumball machines you get totally randomly. That's as if there was an... But there, no, it's color. Oh, I don't know.
It's a gotcha.
It's a gotcha. That was the joke. But I got scared halfway through.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
it's a gotcha game.
Yeah, because I know Heavenly was saying no. Unlimited Blade Works is first.
Unlimited Blade Works is first.
Okay. He's like, you don't have to watch Dean. I'm like, all right.
If you want to, it'd be fun.
We might. Okay, so there's how many Fate series are there right now? Zero, Blade Works, Dean. There's a lot, right?
There's so many.
Okay, but Zero and Blade Works are the most important, right?
Zero and Blade Works is the best, I think.
The best, and then the other ones are just...
I like Heaven's Feel a lot, but you don't have to watch it.
Okay.
It's also not out yet. All of it's not out yet. But I love Heaven's Feel.
Okay. Well, I'll have my audience decide, because I don't know, because we started covering Blade Works, so I like it so far.
Heaven's Feel is like if Angry Birds had a sequel... Not a sequel, but like a spin-off where they were all very sad and depressed and had really sad, depressing sex. I think that analogy works.
I don't like depressing sex.
It's depressing. Yeah. So, I don't know how much depressing sex is actually going to make it into Heaven's Feel, the movie, because the H-game elements were pretty much removed from Fate Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, I was just assuming every time the scene ended, like Archer and... Because we watched episode 0 first. Where like Archer and Rin fucked at that moment. Every time the scene ended, I was like, oh, they fucked. Obviously. She went into bed tired after telling... Archer to clean up. They're like, after he cleaned up, he snuck in bed with her and they fucked. That's how it works.
There's a lot that I could say.
Did you play the hentai?
Yeah,
she did.
I did the watch through. I did the watch through of parts of it. It would actually take like several days without sleep in order to finish one route of the visual novel.
What? I mean, you could just like do it in pieces.
You can do it in pieces. No. All or nothing. Depressing Archer sex or nothing.
Whoa. With the main guy character?
So yeah, the main guy character is pretty much the only one who gets like laid.
The main guy character? Oh, dude, Archer's husbando as fuck though.
Archer is husbando, yes.
He's husbando as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Archer's husbando. Her reaction when you asked how many Fate series equals a mood.
To be honest, yeah. I'm so scared of giving a spoiler, so I'm like...
I mean, I have very little context of everything, but I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I understand. I was wondering because I assumed Unlimited Blade Works came out first.
Yeah.
And then Zero came.
Yes.
Kind of
And-
like Star Wars.
Yeah. And on old internet, everyone would call him Garcher, because that's how people. You know what the phrase "gar" means?
What?
Gar means like super manly or like super masculine. So when people
Oh,
when
yeah.
FateZero came out, they would call him Garcher. And I think Tsundere became really popular with Rin's release into the universe because she's the ultimate Tsundere. It's like she's the
Is she
example.
really?
Yeah, she's one
Okay.
of the biggest examples. Her and
Oh
Asuka.
yeah, actually I saw that.
Yeah, Asuka and Rin are like the stapled Tsundere.
You know, I still have to watch that.
Really?
I spent my time watching
doing
One
like
Piece,
shocked
Yu
anime
Yu
ASMR right
Hakusho.
now.
I watch other stuff. Yeah,
Really?
I was watching
Really?
other stuff besides that. Yeah. So
Well, I mean, I'm not saying
plan
I'm not like fake anime fan. You haven't
No.
seen, but like I know you've seen all the shonen and I haven't.
No, yeah.
Together we make yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
'cause I never
eventually I'll get to it.
Yeah, you'll get to it.
it.
I never watched Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or anything like that.
Naruto? Dude, I
Naruto.
pissed off so many people when I said Sasuke. Because I said it so casually. Like, usually, like, the main character's friend, the side character becomes bad, like Bakugo and Sasuke. And I said it so, like, so casual. And the people that were watching was like, did he just say Sasuke?
Dude, everyone's angry.
Dude, anime fans are angry.
Anime fans are angry.
I always upset them. It's Emilio dis. Okay.
Not Meliodas.
Emilio dis.
That's very Hermione.
Oh, and Hermione. I was like Hermione. When I was reading the book, I didn't know how to say it. I was like Hermione.
Do you say manga or manga?
I say manga.
Okay, I say manga too. But now I can't say.
Is it? Do people say manga?
So sometimes people say manga. Like I'm not gonna say who, but I've done like interviews with voice actors before, and they've said manga, and I was like,
I used to call
don't
it.
do that again. Not. I'm not enforcing. I'm saying that they'll kill you if you say.
I used to
that.
call it manga.
Yeah.
A long time ago. Then I got corrected. So.
Yeah. Now I get nervous saying like mango because I'm like mango.
I mean, meme culture is such a thing now.
Yeah.
So like a mistake just becomes memeable at this point. I like mango.
I like mango. It's good. Mango and sticky rice. Mango and sticky anime.
Rice. Wait, I never knew the difference between like regular rice and sticky rice.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is.
They're the same to me. Is regular rice they don't stick?
Oh, can someone tell us in the comments before we get eaten alive on the internet? Okay.
These fake weebs.
So what's it like? I know. So one thing is I'm from the East Coast, and I have,
You are? No, wait. I know you're talking about East Coast YouTubers, but I was like, I didn't know you're from the East Coast. You didn't tell me that.
No, I just religiously follow East Coasters, knowing
Oh.
everything.
Hey, you never know.
I never know. Yeah, that's true. But East Coast. Yeah, I'm from the East Coast, so I have a lot of friends on the East Coast.
Okay.
Because East Coast conventions are like easier for me.
Uh-huh.
So I have a lot of friends on the East Coast, and it's just weird how much more popular the Anitube community is there compared to the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like there's a real anime YouTube community here, or is it just like you and Heavenly?
Well, there are like there's Heavenly Roger, me, there's Rui, but then like outside of that, I realized that in terms of a community, we work better separately sometimes, and occasionally we'll come together. Like a lot of people have discovered me through Roger and Heavenly, and even Rui, but then I'm not working with them all the time.
Yeah.
So even though people discovered me and they make the assumption like you got all this clout from these people, right? A good example is like remember when PewDiePie did those shout outs?
Yeah.
So he shouted out Jacksepticeye the first time, right? Jack only got like 7,000 subs from a 1 million sub channel, right? It's what happens after that that matters the most. So
Yeah.
if you can pull your own weight after getting that clout.
Yeah.
So in terms of the community here, there is a community when we're at cons, but I don't normally, because people think all I do is talk to large YouTubers, but I don't. I usually just stick to my own thing. I'm so busy like making my own, and same thing with Heavenly, unless he's working with hot cosplayers. And then what else? And then like Roger doing like his Nintendo stuff. It's usually we're doing our own thing. So there's not. It doesn't feel. There feels like there's a community, but only when we're together. But most of the time we're just doing our own thing.
Yeah.
Because I think in the East Coast they're pretty together, right?
They're really together, and
Yeah.
like I am gonna shout out my friend Eric, Mr. AJ Cosplay. I need to
Mr. Beast.
Mr. B. My friend Eric has a YouTube channel on the East Coast, and he works really hard at everything like that. But I don't know that much about Anitubers in general because it's not. There's not really a big like there's not really meetups here. There's not really like get-togethers as easily as it is with them. So he invited me to a meetup and everything like that. Because he has a lot of East Coast friends and everything like that who do Anitube, and YouTubers from all over the world basically were just kind of like hanging out and everything like that. And it was the first time it really hit me like, oh wow, there is actually like a community for this. There is actually a group of people looking for this goal, because talking about like my journey with like media and everything like that, like I went to school for production and video production and everything like that, and I started working out here in production for different TV shows and everything like that. And but I really I've always liked anime so much, embarrassingly so much. I liked anime so much. And then when I moved out here, I didn't know there's a big anime community. So I was still doing all my work with working in TV and everything like that. But I started cosplaying because I thought that was really the
Which,
best.
by the way, our cosplays are really nice. They're great. They're great cosplays.
Cosplaying is really thank you. Cosplaying is really fun. However, I wish, like, I love that the East Coast does have a community and everything for video people, because I started doing this show as like I want to start bringing video stuff to the West Coast and everything like that. I really like doing this show because doing video content for anime stuff is something I really like. There just was never like a group of young rowdy teenagers editing out in the
right.
on the the below escalator level near the Outer Sally AX. Like they're not all on their laptops like editing. They're all homestuckers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like I really like that there is a media community and everything like that all over the country, but it's nice that this gonna grow more towards over here.
Yeah, I realized though, because I know for a fact that like, especially with more niche communities, there is like a more strong bond within the community. Yeah, like that's what I realized with the Pokemon community, with some like Fortnite. You know, like if they're very niche, I don't even know how to do that. But like that, those niche communities are very like close. But in terms of the anime community, since it's so broad, and I was saying that there's like different sectors, like there's a One Piece community, there's a My Hero Academia community, Black Clover. There's so many animes, mostly on the shonen side. There's a lot of different sectors, but I've only felt more so a community online. Like I never really took notice of like where people are from, because even the people like IRL. Sometimes I feel like I'm closer to the people online than the people that I know here. Yeah. And it's been like that for me. But then overall, like the anime community, the Anitube community, I feel like also there's a hierarchy. Like there's the really big YouTubers that I could barely talk to. Yeah. And then there's like the upper, like there's an upper big, there's the mediums, medium small, and then there's, I think I'm like in small. I'm okay, medium small. I'm okay. I know people up there, but then I don't like to use that. You know, I always try to like create content on my own, because what a lot of people do is they expect so much following from if they do a video with this person, and then they eventually don't get it. That's why it's a joke with Heavenly and me. We're like, oh, are you gonna give me 1 million subscribers today? It's this ongoing joke, and people think I'm like dead serious, but I'm honestly joking. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to share this story that I got. So my friend is an Anituber on the East Coast, and he invited me to like a meetup at Anime Expo with a lot of Anitubers. And to my surprise, there were a lot of the bigger name Anitubers there. And he was like having a moment where he was doubting himself. And it was so crazy because he was like talking to me about like doubting himself and everything like that. And then one
big name Anituber. The conversation was about name dropping and clout, so I'm not going to actually name them because that would be so counterproductive. Being
Right,
like,
right.
so one big namer came up and he's like, "Hey, we're friends. Let me give you advice." And then he was like, and then the other big Anituber came up and said, "Yeah, like we'd love to give you advice." And he's like, "Listen, just so you know, cloud is like all fake and it's awful and everyone's stupid who likes it, and everyone who asks me to give them clout, I am not friends with because you can't maintain a friendship off of begging for clout."
Yes.
And then they said, "Also, I will never make a video with him." He's like, "Yes, I will never make a video with him because we're friends and we should never ever." Like, we're never gonna make a video together. And they laughed. Because, like, not like you should never make a video together.
No, yeah.
But you don't have to if you're friends.
No, yeah, like, even...
If you feel like all your friendships are monetized, then they're not your
it shouldn't
friendships.
be. You should build friendship, not business.
Yeah.
Business prospects, I guess. Because when I met Heavenly and even Roger, I never saw it as, like, this is a business thing for me. No, it's, like, I'm hanging out with them. The first video that Heavenly and me did, we were kind of drunk. We were drunk, so we just thought it'd be a good idea. Yeah. My first video with Roger, it was just like, he sat down with me and he's like, "I want to help like clean up your channel because you still have that PokeTuber label. Let me change that." So it started off with that, but then overall it's like I was building a friendship versus content. Like I know I could make videos with them if I just asked them to, but I'm not just doing it just for their name.
Yeah.
I like to just make videos in general. So yeah, like I think building friendship is just the most important thing. Like Shelby here is more famous than me. So so I didn't come in here with like I'm gonna get mad clout from Shelby. I came here like I'm just gonna just be me.
All my cosplay clout.
The clout.
The clout. Oh yeah. I think it's crazy that the word anime clout is a registered.
Is it really?
It's not registered. It's not like in the dictionary. Like you open it, it's like at the top. Like
yeah,
Apple,
clout is such a thing.
Apple, blah 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 blah. Anime clout. Like no. But people actually feel like anime clout is something like worth like destroying friendships for.
It's
and
not.
I think that's crazy.
It's not. Like I don't think. I don't know. I just don't. When people talk about clout. And like I said, Heavenly me always toss it around like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you this free clout. I want 1 million subs." It's always a joke because off camera, like Heavenly me, we're just like talking like normal people and we're just laughing and talking like we talk about YouTube stuff because we're all YouTubers and we want to know each other's perspectives. We give each other advice, or more so he gives me advice because I suck. But it's I suck with 2 C's.
2 C's. Suck, like thick but sucking.
Exactly. That's why like I don't. It never like me getting like a following because I know this person never really like been a thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know how people do it like the whole clout chasing.
How they
thing.
live their life without like.
That's why I make fun of it all the time. Like I want 1 million subs, Heavenly. Give me 1 million subs. Roger, give me 1 million subs. It's just all a joke to me.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I want to build like I think what's important even like for people who are starting, whether they're making a podcast, making YouTube, the main focus should just be like creating your brand and also being yourself and not having to rely on other people to create it. And
enjoying what you make.
100%.
Because you're going to get burned out if you have this weird idea that you have to make certain anime videos for certain anime clout or certain cosplays for certain cosplay clout.
Yeah.
Because that's not...
This
is a hobby. You have to like this if you want to succeed at it.
Oh yeah, I think that's super important because people just do it like, "Oh, this is a really popular show. I'm gonna like cover this or I'm gonna cosplay this without any context of what's happening." Ooh, did you just woe on us?
I think so. I think we got woed. That was a drive-by woeing.
It was a drive-by woe. Yeah, but I think just you have to enjoy it. Period.
Yeah. And do you have any advice for people just starting out who want to start doing Anitubing or anime YouTubing?
Just do it, because I feel like people have this expectation like you have to have like this fancy ass quality. I started with a 480p webcam, even with the webcam like on a laptop. I started with a $20 mic that I got from Best Buy. We all start somewhere. I mean, so I always tell people, if you have like a phone, that's always good enough. I remember this guy complained, and he had like an iPhone X, and he was like, I just don't have the camera equipment. I'm like, what phone do you have? And he's like, an iPhone X. I'm like, bro, you have it. What are you talking about? Oh, but this ain't a real camera. I'm like, bro, but you can use it. The iPhone quality is so good. I showed him like a clip of me like vlogging with my phone because I forgot my memory card at one point. So I showed him the clip. And he's like, dude, this is really good. What camera did you use? Like, I use my iPhone 7. You have an iPhone X.
Yes. Yeah, people don't realize like there's ways to use your phone and make it like good. Like you can use like it's a camera. Everything is a camera. Plus sometimes honestly like DSLRs for certain things can just be kind of like DSLRs are obviously the best if you get the best camera, but sometimes a phone is all you need.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Small form factor is always like the way to go sometimes. But I mean, like, once you're at a place where you can like afford one, and you feel like you need one, then do it. But I think the main advice that I always give people is, don't say you want to do it. Just do it. Because if you yourself are holding yourself back from doing anything that you want.
Yeah, that's me.
No, you're doing it. I remember on the plane, guys. We were at SoccerCon, and we're on the plane to SoccerCon, and she was telling me her plans, and she's executing them now, and I'm so proud. No. Good job. See, that's what she executed. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm an executor.
That's how you start. You gotta execute.
That's how you gotta execute. You gotta honestly, my advice for doing any kind of anime video, like putting on your streaming or anime YouTube or anything like that, is take a baby step. Like just make one video. Don't feel like you're gonna feel like, okay, I have to make one video, then another video, then another video, then I have to stream, then I have to make another Instagram account. Just do one thing. Just do one thing and see how it feels, and then just take baby steps.
Yeah, and nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. That's another thing.
Nothing is perfect.
Perfectionism is a big thing holding people back, is because they feel like if they're gonna do it and it sucks, they can't live with it.
Yeah, I told my friend, because he didn't want to upload certain videos. Like, he hasn't uploaded in like a few months because he's like, I just want it to be perfect. I'm like, and he's like, I scrap it if it's not perfect. I'm like, that's why you're not growing.
Yeah.
Because nothing is perfect, and you're stopping yourself from sharing your experiences with your audience. Sometimes the imperfections is what makes your content different from everyone else. Yeah. YouTube is YouTube. It's not Hollywood, So I think it's good to be a little bit creative and know that your mistakes might individualize you from everyone else.
Yeah, this is something that I take into when I was more active in cosplaying and everything like that. It's hard to even start making a cosplay. From start to finish, or just starting in general, is so hard. So just making cosplay, people will always be like, oh, I totally messed up the scene, like in their caption, or like, oh no, I totally forgot my gloves. And I was like, oh, I would have never noticed that if you didn't tell me.
Yeah, and I have so much respect for cosplayers. Like, whether if you make it or you buy the cosplay yourself, just to go out there and wear it takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah. It takes skill no matter what, because you have to do makeup, you have to put it on.
Exactly. You have to make the cosplay fit. And I just feel like people just think you just put on a costume and that's it. It's so much more than that. Cosplayers do just as much work as a YouTuber does. Just like people think YouTube is just record and upload. No, there's like an editing process. You have to create the thumbnail. There's SEO. But as long as you're having fun creating what you're creating, then you're always gonna have fun. Like, that's why I know a lot of cosplayers continue to cosplays, because yes, it's fucking hell to make what you're making. Yeah. But the end product is so, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Satisfying. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with YouTube. Like, it's fun to record, grueling process to edit, but the end product is always satisfying to see. So yes.
People are just saying like, yay, good, in the comments, or just kind of like, oh, hi, Hermsaur is here.
I just started YouTube like 8 months ago and lost 3 channels. Now I finally got a channel on the way to 1,000 subs, aka, oh, Nothing Entertainment's here. What's up, man? Yeah, see, I know my viewers when I see it. Oh, yeah, no, I think you have to, like, I lost a lot of subs. especially during the whole like switching from Pokemon to anime.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't lose any subs, I was looking at my sub count, I should be around 40,000 subscribers. So I lost a lot of subscribers, but um what you learn is that you're weeding out the people that don't really care about your content. You want your audience to like what you do no matter what you do. You want people to subscribe to you because of you rather than the content itself. And I think that's why I was teaching my my class, because at in school I don't have a class, but my classmates, teachers are so focused on going viral, but viral is not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, because there are some people who've gone viral and that are not even relevant anymore.
Yeah.
So you want to like cultivate your audience off of your own self rather than a viral moment.
That's something you can talk like with cosplay too. Like I've had pictures that have done really well because they were like a little bit sexier, but once they like kept following, they would unfollow once I wasn't always in that one like sexy costume. And you can't just post the same sexy costume all the time every day. Yeah. So it's like your fans, if you go viral, you get a lot of fans of your one video, but if you make consistent content, you'll have consistent fans.
Exactly. Give like Jack said, Jacksepticeye, you want to have a reason for your audience to stick around and for yourself to consistently grow. So yeah, I know like cosplayers also struggle with the whole like sexy versus like neutral.
Not even sexy versus neutral, but also like super skilled versus neutral, like casual versus the like elaborate cosplays, or just even just like that one, because some people have had that one experience where they're like, oh man, this selfie of me in this costume got 3,000 likes, but I always get like 87 likes, and then I posted this picture 100 times since, and I just keep on getting 87 likes. Like it's just like the one angle or the one hit to the algorithm.
Yeah, I just don't care about like the whole like system on Instagram, because even I'm growing on Instagram now.
I've heard that they're taking away likes. It's already gone in New Zealand.
I don't think they're taking away likes. I think they're taking away the number of likes shown publicly.
Yeah.
I think they're doing that for the whole mental health thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because they think that people wish they could be that, or they wish they can be in the same place that these people are, but it's all fake. It's all like something else. Like when people travel, sometimes that's like all fake. They may look like they're living luxuriously, but they're not. Yeah. That's why when people say do it for the gram, it's such a joke.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I do, that's why I try to make it as real as possible.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't consider myself a model. I don't consider this and that. I always like mess around in my pictures because it's me. Like, I'm not going to fake my personality. Like, even on camera, like I scream a lot. I mean, whenever, like, for example, do you watch Demon Slayer?
I have watched. I know the newest episode. I haven't seen the newest episode yet.
Oh my god, watch it and you're gonna scream. I was screaming. That was all legitimate screams because I was excited.
Yeah.
But of course, since I'm in the mic, my thing is breaking my users' headphones. I mean my viewers' headphones. You know, making them bleed a little bit. You know, that's my specialty. But it's all genuine. It's just keeping everything genuine. So I think that's where people get it like kind of confused, and that's why they decided like let's remove the likes.
Yeah.
So no one will be like, oh, this person's only getting a lot of likes because they're in this place.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know how that affects the algorithm.
I don't know. It's gonna be a doozy no matter what. I think it's important whatever happens to the likes, just to be mindful. Like these people aren't happy just because they look like they're happy on Instagram. Because a lot of people will think I'm happy, or a lot of people will think that I'm not happy because of what I post, and it's just like everyone's just doing stuff.
Yeah, no, everyone is dealing with stuff. My viewers know how I am, and other than that, like on camera, it's completely different. That's always different.
Okay, so we have about 3 minutes left. Do you have any closing statements?
Dang, we didn't even talk about new anime.
We didn't even talk about new anime.
You guys got a lot of YouTube and influencer advice.
Yeah. Demon Slayer's good.
Demon Slayer's good, guys.
Fruit Basket's good.
Fruit Basket's good. Evangelion, watch it. Don't be like me.
It's on Netflix now.
That's true.
Streaming.
Closing statements. I don't really have anything. I just want to, you guys can follow me if you want. Like, I'm not pushing you guys to do it. But I think if you really want to, like, since it was mostly a topic of influencer and YouTube and stuff, whatever you want to do, just have fun doing it, because I think that's, like, the most important thing. If you don't have fun doing it, then you're just going to quit. at the end of the day, no matter how popular you get.
Also, do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks is supposed to be good?
I gave that one like a 6.7 out of 10. It's okay. The mom is hot though.
Yeah, she looks hot. Also, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Danmachi, good. Very good. I'm covering that.
Yeah.
The really good ones, if you guys want to know the really good anime this season.
I like Given.
Fire Force, Dr. Stone, Danmachi, Demon Slayer, of course. Copcraft is really underlooked. Given, even though it's a yaoi, I really like that one. Not because of the yaoi, I like the music and the plot. And then I don't know what else.
That's pretty much it. That's all. That's all worth mentioning, in my opinion.
And next season, of course, we got My Hero Academia. We have another 7 Deadly Sins.
Yep.
People are gonna kill me because I'm covering all of it. Azure Lane.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Sword Art.
Okay. So we can follow you on all social media at Hermsaur.
YouTube.com/Hermsaur. HERMSAUR.
Twitter and Instagram too.
Yeah, everything is Hermsaur. I'm the only one. Yes.
Bombshell cosplay was too diluted. I love Bombshell. That's a cool. I love that title for me, but also Shelby McWeeb.
Yeah, go. If you guys are coming for me, go follow her.
They're coming for
everywhere.
me. Go follow him. But I am Shelby McWeeb on all things. SHELBYMCWEEB.
Yes.
Okay. I guess that we're legally obligated to leave this building in 60 seconds. So I'm about to turn off the stream. So comment your anything right now. Comment. Boobs. Oh, we have to leave now. Bye. Bye.